Okay, I'm going to talk about the meat and sustainability, climate change. Research and policymakers, we have seen that we have different time. Really, the policymakers have to have the solution for now, and so many of our research is thinking in 50 to 100 years' time. So we have to look for better communication and also to solve those problems very quickly, right? And it has been stressed that also we have an inertial effect of what we have done 100 years ago. So this is the role that we have to put more emphasis on, say, adaptation, right? So we have been seeing a lot of information about how to increase productivity and efficiency. And the idea is from less cows and from less sheep or animals in general, we can get more from them. And we have a good room for improvement through productivity and efficiency. But we have to have a balance with the rest of the issues. We have limitation with the carbon footprint as a primary environmental indicator of sustainability and for meat production. So, future need, sustainability, move to integrated approach, so talk about the three dimensions, social, economical, and environmental. More emphasis on adaptation effort and move to more precise model in the future for better prediction. Deal with interannual variability, that is the challenge that we are facing now, and climate risk management has been one of the tools that we have now for dealing with that. Integration of livestock, cropping, and forestry could be a good idea in order to sequestrate more carbon in the system. Better productivity and efficiency promote sustainability, but consider a holistic approach for economical and environmental issues and local particularities, right? The more and the better use of the life cycle assessment to promote more livestock production sustainability. Consumers, the multidisciplinary approach, it has been addressed here. So we have three main factors, as you can see. So we cannot really work just in one of them. We have to have both, three of them at the same time. So thinking in the long way. Align production system, practices and technology, processing and marketing to target the preference of the different segments of the consumers and gain the royalty, and in different niche of market that we have around the world. Increase global meat industry competitiveness. We have to promote necessary verification of accomplishment of production, processing processes, product quality and safety, environmental care, healthy and animal welfare, including labeling, trading, and marketing. An example, Silvana Bonsignori explained us, we pack nature, so we don't sell animals, we don't sell meat, we don't sell either food. Really, we market a concept. So, and this is an example that I like to put. We are dealing with diverse production system. We have different culture, origin, and different production system. On the other side, we have our consumers, which are heterogeneous as our production system. So we have to align all these things in order to get to the niche market according to their needs. So, and in this sense, there are several factors that have to be addressed. I know that there is different situation in the different countries, but we have been getting through the Congress that so many of them really are good thing to get our consumers trust, as Troy said. Certification of product and processes, branding, labeling, traceability from the farm to the consumer, solid scientific basis, marketing and communication. I know that all these things are not for everyone here, for all the country, because we have all these constraints. So the pressure is increasing. So we have to deal with the pressure. It's going to be much higher in the future. Right. Animal warfare. The contribution of neuroscience to the sensitive of animal and social demands like ethical concern and the regulation has to be science-based, right? Are helping to avoid and reduce stress, pain, and abuse of the animal, and to promote naturalness of living animals, right? Research needs to encourage optimum production rather than maximum production. Always there is a trade-off. Quotation from Temple Grandi. Several experiments show the importance of local research considering production system, handling practices, transportation, and pre-slaughter procedures. This was the paper delivered by Marcia del Campo and co-authors. We have so many good examples of improvement of animal welfare in several species around the world. So we have to promote that and communicate that. Research need, increasing research demand for production and transportation in comparison with pre-slaughter. I think we have lack of information in those areas rather than those work that have been done at the slaughters, right? But there are some exceptions. For example, religious procedures like halal or kosher, right? Biological system overload may be a big future welfare problem. We have to have in mind that. Integrated approach. So this world is becoming more complex, so we cannot do it alone. We just one discipline and don't take care of other things. For that reason, research disciplinaries have to work together, local research, education and training, and independent audits, and also international cooperation are good things for going ahead with this issue. International regulation have to consider the local research results and reinforce the role of the international organizations that are dealing with this issue. OIE is one example of that. More and better communication between all the agents of the meat chains and the society. I like to call the missing link, right? And we have to have in mind what Jacques Servier said. Public good could be the next step in the European Union talking about animal welfare. So these things going to affect particularly the exporting countries. And finally, I would like to show this one, just. Worldwide improvement of animal welfare will become a reality if we have an holistic approach, ethics, culture, environment, society, and economy, and the support of the progress of science, respecting the diversity and the differences between developing and developing countries, and based on the cooperation and understanding of the meat industry and the society of the world. Thank you very much. I finish.